It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone. We'll see the national champions from last year, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Bears will put toe to leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Lost the throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
All right, good. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
And the Golden Bears will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally...
He smashes his way through again. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moore to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. By the kickoff team, everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it. Turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, and keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here,
he lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll try the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the kick.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Skips away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
That's caught. It's Jefferson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Golden Bears will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Cal! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Moore will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Paul. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Punch it out of the air. Oh, what a punt. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. With the catch, it's Lyle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Across the 45. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Touchdown, Cal. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Power football with the run. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. Fires left. It's caught. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Paul. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they marked him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. 2nd down coming up. The play-action fake. Moving away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
That's caught. It's Moore. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll give it to the back. Crosses to 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position.
There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Lyle. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Golden Bears will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Floats it out in space. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Warner. The quick out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Quick spin on the ride. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. That's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires on the run. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Golden Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll leave it with him. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. The Golden Bears want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Ready to fire from the pistol. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching